This behind me is the Hoop and Grapes. See that building there? On Farringdon Street. I'm not going to give you a historical spiel on Farringdon or the Hoop and Grapes. Instead, I'm going to allow this view to highlight for me how I believe modernism is destroying everything worth keeping, especially Western culture. Look at that eyesore. This building is listed, therefore they have to protect it. You'll notice the metal sheets that they've got on the side to try and keep it from any debris that might fall on it. But in doing so, I believe they've left one of the greatest images to highlight how bad modernism is catching up with everything worth keeping. It's not a case of progression. I've used this term many times. Progress is just a word. It's been made a dirty word in my eyes. I prefer the architecture of ancient Athens to these glass, disgusting boxes of hell that we get surrounding a beautiful brick building. Now, for me, this is absolutely heart-rendering. Dan as well, he was complaining about this before I even saw it. And it's not something that we can sort of just ignore and turn away from. In my humble opinion, this site is something that should wake up anyone who lays eyes on it. And if you can't see it by looking at it from here, you never will. Pan down here for me, Dan, and just see what the building is next to it. Look at that. Absolutely horrific. Walk in front of this bus for me. Just because you fill something up doesn't mean it isn't empty. Come over here for me, cameraman. Watch out for the massive cycle lane that you've got to cross just to get to the pavement. Look, this double lane cycle lane here. But look up at this view. That is morbid. Honestly, that is abhorrent. And you can see here, still in existence. Well, the scaffolding's hiding it from you, but I could see it back there where it actually says Hoop and Grapes on the sign, which is still there. It's so easy to clutter the place. It's so easy to make something new. It's far harder to preserve something and keep it special. Think for yourself.